back to Caregiver Corner. Today we're going to talk about ways to make reading a more fun and meaningful experience for your child. Why is this important? Research shows that children who are read to a lot are the ones who are better readers later on. Common sense, but it is very true. Also, research shows that books have 30% more rare vocabulary than just talking in real life. So, usually never fails me. If I look at a book and flip it open randomly, on every branch sat a monkey. So branch is a word that they might not hear every single day. There are lots of words that you wouldn't use normally in real life with your child. So here's an example. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. Now, most kids don't use this line when they wake up from their nap, but I read this book to my daughter when she was 3 a million times, and one time when she woke up from her nap, I said, "How do you feel?" And she said, "Refreshed and rested." And she would not have that vocabulary if we didn't read these books. So vocabulary is another important reason to read. So here are some tips for ways to bring the books to life and for ways to teach vocabulary through the books. One tip is that children learn words better when you include emotion or an action with the word. So for example, if I was reading this book, outside snow tumbled on houses and sprinkled. You can show them what you mean with your actions. Another thing you can do is use the book to make the actions. They bumped along in the early light. Another thing you can do is show them the pictures in the story. So for example, this one talks about moonbeams making shadows. This house has a shadow, the fox has a shadow. So point that out. Lots of times parents or people think that they need to read a book word for word, and that is not true. Actually, your child will get even more out of a book if you talk about the pictures, if you explain things, if you ask questions, if you allow them to jump in and ask questions. You make connections to your real life. So they're baking some cakes. You can talk about, when's the last time we did that? Oh, I remember for your birthday we made a birthday cake. Do you remember what we used, what the ingredients were? So making connections from your life to the book is a great way for kids to understand things and learn concepts. And you can take a book like, we'll read this one, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, and you can discover something in the book like the coconuts in the coconut tree and make a point to check it out the next time you go to the grocery store. Maybe even buy a coconut and see how it feels, see what's on the inside. Other important ways to read books and things that your children need to learn about books is the direction that the words go and how to read. So for example, when you read, the print goes from top to bottom and left to right. So you can show them that by showing, I'm going to start here. Once there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like an ordinary peddler. So if you use your finger to scroll along the words, that will help your child see the directionality of the book. You can also talk about the concepts of the book. This is the front, this is the back. Make sure you mention the author and the illustrator because those are some concepts that they learn in kindergarten as well. The other thing you can do is point out letter sounds. So for example, when I was reading this book, we saw the words soon, soon, Sam. So you can exaggerate the beginning sounds of a word. Soon, soon, Sam. And show your child S makes the S sound. You can also show them when words repeat themselves in books. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. So these words look the same, don't they? Help me read. Engage your child in saying the words with you. It will build their confidence as a reader. You can make predictions. So Mama Bear says soon we're going to take the cakes. What do you think will happen next? Oh, they're still waiting. What do you think they will do? They're eating the cakes. Now they're going to deliver the cakes. So ask your child questions like, what do you think is going to happen next is a really good question to ask during stories. Don't worry if your child jumps in and asks questions. That's a good thing. Don't worry if it seems like they're not listening. Some kids are reluctant readers. So if they're not listening, I tell families, make it super fun and read to the wind. There's different ways you can make a story more fun. You can act it out. So put a lot of expression into it. You, monkeys, you. You can even put the book aside and say, let's pretend you be the monkey and I'll be the peddler. You can get a book on tape, a CD, or a playaway at the library to listen along to it or listen to in the car. And if all else fails, just read to the wind. Lots of times kids who act like they're not paying attention, if you make it super fun and you read it anyways, they're still taking some of that in. So don't worry, make it fun, make it joyful, keep doing it, and you're going to get a lot out of reading with your child.